This is going to be fun. After a long day in the office, Stephen Strange gets home only to find his sanctum sanctorum under attack. The New York sanctum, I should say, because apparently this one's not his anymore. But before he can fight back, he finds himself transported to another universe, where he meets a mysterious teenage girl who claims to be from a different dimension. She introduces herself as America Chavez, aka Miss America, and says she can travel between dimensions via star portals. And just so we're clear, these are not Stargates. Stargates are a fictional science fiction device from another world, which is a whole other thing. Anyway, this America seems to be a superhero, but she's being hunted by the evil sorcerer Mordo. He tells Stephen that he needs her help to stop an incursion that will destroy both their universes. To make matters worse, there are more incursions coming. In fact, there are actually infinite incursions coming. This is because Stephen recently cast a spell in his own universe that inadvertently opened up the multiverse. So now, there are alternate versions of Stephen running around doing Stephen things, like trying to court the Scarlet Witch and failing hilariously at it. And all of these extra Steves have been causing massive damage by causing their own multiversal incursions. So in order to fix the problem, our Steve decides to team up with America and go on a mad dash across the multiverse to stop all these other Steves and close the breaches before it's too late. They first go to the dark dimension of Kathon, where they team up with the Clea, who's like a kind of sorceress. She actually ends up joining them on their quest though. Then they move on to a reality where Doctor Strange is a member of the Illuminati, a secret cabal of super powerful beings from across the multiverse. There's also a version of Doctor Strange here who's become an evil tyrant, but luckily the Illuminati Strange gets eaten by a giant space worm. It was a weird side quest. Meanwhile, back at the New York Sanctum, Wong and the Scarlet Witch are busy dealing with the damage caused by one of the interdimensional portals, though Scarlet Witch isn't really helping much, since she's still hung up over the fact that Strange rejected her advances and has been sulking in a cave for weeks. But anyway, Wong manages to stabilize the portal long enough for Strange and America to come back through. And together, they prepare for a final confrontation with the evil Mordo and his army of interdimensional demons. The battle is fierce, but in the end, Strange and his friends are victorious. Or maybe it doesn't matter, because the movie ends. So who cares? Now that the multiverse is safe once again, Strange and America decide to part ways. She returns to her own dimension, presumably to hang out with some friends and kick some interdimensional demon, but while Strange goes back to his old life in New York, and I guess he'll never see America again. Oh wait, no, actually they totally will, because the post-credit scene reveals that America has somehow ended up in the same dimension as Stephen. But how did she get there? Well, we don't know yet, because we haven't gotten that far in the comics. Damn you, Marvel. So yeah, that's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. A fun little adventure with some great action sequences and a lot of multiverse stuff. If you like that sort of thing, then you'll probably enjoy the movie. If you don't, then you might be out of luck. But hey, there's always the option of watching the first Doctor Strange movie instead. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch playing a smug, self-absorbed asshole, and the visuals are basically the same. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but without all the multiverse stuff. Now, if you hate fun, just kidding. It's actually a really different movie. I'm sorry. Watch whichever one